Welcome to Of Men, For Men. Here we'll discuss issues pertaining to the modern day man. Subjects like health, wealth, lifestyle, gear, and relationships. So join me as we dive into the world of men, for men. Hello, and welcome to the Of Men, For Men podcast. Can't speak. I am your host, James Rodney Lee Max. Yeah, come on. All right. Come on in. Kick back. Relax. Grab yourself. Yeah. The weekend's coming up, fellas. Yeah, man. Good times, right? I hope you got something planned with your friends, your family. God, I can't speak this morning. And your loved ones. All right? Yeah. Wanted to talk a little bit today about leadership, about mentoring, about helping one another out, lifting one another up. And I've gotten some interesting emails and comments here lately, and that's what's brought this episode on and the next episode on. The next episode will be, directly from an email. Asked, if I could, focus on a particular topic, and that's not a problem at all. And I appreciate the input. I appreciate you, gentlemen, reaching out and taking the time, to send me an email or a remark on a video on YouTube or what have you. I appreciate it because it makes a lot of difference. Just simple little comment can make all the difference in the world. And that's what it's all about. We're here to help each other. You can help me by helping you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're gonna talk about today, as far as leadership goes. We should all of us men should, band together to help one another, because we are being attacked, gentlemen, from the left and the right. And, the neocons, they act like they're conservatives, but they're not really conservatives. But we're being attacked from all angles, and we should be banding together to help one another out. I mean, even in the manosphere, as I call it, as it's called by many, from content creators, podcasters like me, YouTubers. I mean, I have a YouTube channel, but like I said, they're just more or less, they're just audiograms of the podcast. It's not a live stream. It's not a video per se of me or anything like that, because my voice, my ideas, my questions, my comments, my remarks, the facts that I bring is more important than my face. Having and not to say that I won't eventually do that. I just think that the content is more important than me. I'm not doing this to self-promote, to promote myself. The podcast was created to promote you, not me, okay? So, that's another thing about leadership. you leaders, and I've touched on this, leaders create other leaders, right? A good leader will create another leader, and hopefully a good one. There are some bad leaders out there, and you don't want to be like them. Like I said, when I was in the service, I had the opportunity to serve under some good leaders, and the opportunity to serve with or under some not so good leaders. And the ones that were good were always trying to help and promote their soldiers, lift them up and help them shine and become all that they could, right? Because, once you achieve a certain level or a certain status, there's no point in promoting yourself anymore, And I certainly haven't achieved that status. This is a small podcast with a small market. Same thing with the YouTube channel. Now my Twitter account is, it's not in the tens of thousands. It's over 2,000, which is, small to medium, I'd say, There are many more Twitter accounts with, a lot more followers. But I use the Twitter account more as a political bulletin board, and some of you may or may not be interested in that, But, that's what the... But I mean, I post other stuff on there. It's not all politics. But it's instead of throwing politics in here on the podcast, I can put it on that platform because, Twitter is, basically a dumpster fire anyway. And that's kind of what it's for, And, so I use that to, talk politics and promote certain ideas, and I throw men's stories and content on there. It's all mixed. It's a mixed bag, of, men's things and politics, things that I think you should be aware of. Something like, like Facebook or Instagram, it's, pretty much it's just all men's stuff. I don't throw any politics on any of that, because that's all owned by Facebook, and you say or do the wrong thing, they're just going to, pretty much delete your ass anyway. So there's really no point in it. But, we should all be banding together. There's a big thing, even right now in the manosphere, like I said, there's an uproar. There's a war going on, even in the manosphere, with, one channel or one podcast or what have you against another. They're all trying to gatekeep, whatever it is that they're doing. You have, I've spoke about it before, the pickup artists, the PUAs, and then you got your MGTOWs. You got the coach on there, with the free agent lifestyle. I'm not trying to gatekeep or protect anything. Here at this podcast is here to promote you. You're the prize, gentlemen. I tell you that again and again and again. The female is I know you think she's got the poo nanny, she's the prize, right? Now, right? What is it? Let me see if I get it. No, hold on, wrong one. Hold on, no. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Right? You're the prize. That's right, gentlemen. Right? Because, it's good to have relationships and stuff like that. But again, there's a cost. There's a give and take. There's going to be a cost to that. And we should be banding together instead of war fighting within one another. One trying to bring the other down. Now, I understand some of it. They're trying to call out the hypocrites, and the people that are taking advantage of men. I understand that part of it, but oh God, it really, unfortunately, you got grifters and hangers-ons, and I've warned you against some of that. But I mean, again, there are some people that's why there's different strokes for different folks, right? That's why there's different versions of religion or whatever, because everybody sees things a different way, and they have different values and different points of view and different perspectives, and that's why when I talk about stuff on here, the ultimate choice is yours, not mine. I'm not promoting any one single thing or trying to shove anything down your neck or sell you anything. I'm trying to promote you, so that you do what's best for you. That's how I lift others up. I'm not trying to bring you into my fold, so to speak, right? I'm trying to help you be the best version of yourself. And that's all I should be doing. I'm not trying to beat you over the head with my philosophy or my 10-step plan or 12-step plan or whatever it is, I'm not trying to do that. You know what's best for you. I don't. But I can bring you, points of information, the facts, comments, questions, smart remarks, my opinions, my experience. And then you can stir that pot and then come up with whatever solution that best suits your needs. It's not for me to tell you, you need to do this and you need to do that and you blah, 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 blah. What the hell do I know? I don't know you personally, right? So how could I tell you what you need to do? That's an impossible task. But I can help you form your own opinion, your decision, by giving you all the things that I just talked about, and then let you come to your own conclusion. That's the best version of yourself. Be a free thinker. Be a person. Be an individual, not a bot. That's what society wants us all to kind of be now. It's, again, with this political culture, political correctness. I mean, they're even eating their own. The left. You have to be in lockstep with everything that they think, and they even contradict themselves. So I don't understand when somebody steps out of line and they want to cancel. When one lefty wants to cancel another lefty, how they, because your ideas contradict. They're twisting themselves in knots. Trying to validate their own ideas, and you can't do it. Right? They'll sit there and tell you about abortion, my body, my choice, but then they don't want to force you to get an injection. Well, it's my body, my choice, right? Oh, nope, doesn't work that way. Well, it's not about you. It's about the safety of other people. Okay, well, we'll go down that road. How about the safety of that baby? Right? Think about that. I'm not, just my personal belief, I'm not pro-abortion. There might have been a time when I was a lot younger, I might have, leaned the other way and, didn't care or what have you. But, I'm about preserving life. I'm not even a pro death penalty person anymore. I used to be that way, but I also know that there's a lot of people on death row for various different reasons that don't belong there. And if we execute one person that's innocent, we're wrong. Now, I hope that doesn't cause you a problem. If you're pro whatever, that's fine. That's not my choice. That's your choice. I'm not trying to bend your knee in any way. I respect your opinion. But as leaders, that's what we should be doing, is trying to help each other become the best version. And you have to do that over time, because you have to develop a relationship. You can't just give people sell them a 12-step lesson plan, and this is what you need, and guarantee them results. You can't do that. You can't say, well, we'll spend we'll have a 30-minute call and it'll cost you $100. and subsequent calls will be X amount or whatever. And I'm going to guarantee you some results, some kind of results. I'm going to improve your life. You can't do that. That's not leadership. Leadership is getting to know that person, spending time with that person, understanding their strengths, their weaknesses, right? And helping them find the best version of themselves. That's what's important. And that's what I did. When I was, but before I became an NCO, I picked a little piece from this person, picked a little piece from that person, all the things that I liked about these individual leaders. I kind of picked, kind of cherry picked all the good things. And then when I became an NCO, I tried to implement those things. I tried to take care of my soldiers. I tried to protect my soldiers. Nobody was going to screw with them but me. If somebody wanted to screw with them, they'd have to come through me first. You chew my ass. Don't worry about them. I'm their NCO. I'm the one responsible for them. You chew my ass, and then I'll go take care of them. But you're not going to jump on them, right? And that's what you should be, And I tried to get to know my soldiers and know who and what they were about, and tried to help them become the best soldiers. Some of them I were hard on. Some of them I was hard on because they needed it. They needed that push. They needed that extra ass chewing because they weren't being the best versions of themselves. They weren't putting forth the effort. They were, some of them were lazy. You can't show up, with your uniform all, raggedy muffin and your boots looking like you just drug them through the mud. Back in those days, we had to shine boots, And if mine could look like glass, yours could look like glass too. It didn't take that much time. At first it does, but once you get that shine on, if you scuff them up, it doesn't take that, because, once you got the wax into the leather, it doesn't take that much to, buff it back out and, get it shiny, a little that boot wax and a little water and boom, man, that thing will shine. I don't think soldiers have to shine boots anymore from what I understand. I might be wrong. But, it was about, knowing and helping them, be the best person that they can be. And again, that's what this podcast is about. That's what the different social media platforms are about. That's what we should all be about, is trying to help one another as men come together as a community, because we're being attacked every single day from every single direction. Because if you're a man, you're wrong just for being a man. And that's, I don't understand that at all. I mean, but that's the consensus now. Everything that's wrong with the world is a man's fault, right? The patriarchy. Well, if it weren't for the patriarchy, okay, let's go down that road. If it weren't for the patriarchy, you wouldn't have any of this shit you got now. You wouldn't have any of it. None of it. If you had a bunch of, strong and independent women and a bunch of beta boys, we'd still be back in the Bronze Age. I don't know what the hell they talking about. It's big, strong, smart, and it does take some beta males because, sometimes they got the genius in them. You got the genius and they come up with the ideas, and then you put out the muscle to make it. It takes a community. It takes all kinds, right? Oh, it takes all kinds. It takes all of us, gentlemen. It takes all of us working together. Working as a group, working as a community, working together, helping each other out, lifting each other up, right? To help us be better than what we could be. Because you're not going to get it. If you think you're going to find it in a female, you're wrong. If you're going to think you're going to find it. And that's why men have clubs. Sometimes there's clubs that they join. Different, private orders or what have you. All this kind of stuff. Where they can go and bond and be together and do that things and lift each other up. A lot of it's, just for status or promote, they promote themselves, promote their business and get business deals done and things like that. But yeah, we need to bond together. We need to help each other out and really just become a community of men trying to help men, instead of beating each other down. There's nothing wrong with healthy competition. I'm all for that. But just because, somebody's doing better than you, don't, how about learn from them? How about ask them if they'll help you learn? That's what I talk about, finding a mentor or become a mentor to a young person, right? If you see somebody struggling, help them out. Show them the way. And don't expect anything in return. Don't do it because you think you go get something out of it. That's the wrong reason. That's the wrong purpose. You're in it for the wrong reason. But, sometimes there are people who do that. They do it for their own personal reasons, or they do it, because, they're self-promoting. And that's what happens in that manosphere thing. They self-promote. They're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're not really doing it to help others. They're really doing it to help themselves. And I think that's, where some of that comes from. And that's why some of them are getting called out the way they are. Excuse me. Good. Let me get some water. But yeah, gentlemen, it's instead of fighting and bickering and all this unhealthy competition, we really should be bonding together and lifting one another up as best we can. Because otherwise, you're always going to have those alpha males, but they're going to get fewer and further between, right? So let's take care of one another. Let's help each other out, all right? Put the rocks down, all right? Put the rocks down. All right, my friends, that's about all I got. I may talk about this again in the future. I just wanted to get on here. Like I said, I'd had some, good emails, some good comments on some, on the platform, YouTube and whatnot. And I wanted to, help us understand that we really need to come together and help each other out. That's about all I got. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let me see, what is this? This is our 20th episode already this year, so we're doing pretty good. I try to get out at least one, if not two a week. I try to keep them as short as I can, but it seems like they're getting longer and longer. So if I get too long, let me know. And I think we're over 12,000 listens, downloads. And again, that doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it's a big for this little old podcast. It's this little tiny show that one man deal. But yeah, check out the social media sites, the Facebook, the Instagram, Twitter, Parler, Gab, Locals. Leave me some comments, questions, smart remarks, like, share, subscribe, do all of that. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can do so on the app where you're at right now with the support button. All right. Thank you, gentlemen. I have been James Rodney Lee Max, and you have been great. This will be
a weekly podcast. You can find it on the Anchor app and anywhere podcasts are available. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. I look forward to seeing you there.